Alright, this is a 2 hour intraday chart of YOD. YOD was a stock I mentioned, and this is just a great example of why you want to get rid of a stock even when you're bullish. And not that this is about shorting YOD, it was just that I talked about the stock. I'm going to show a daily chart here, but I like the action. As we were in this area over here, the reversal. But what my 2 hour chart shows is I looked at buying this in the 325 area, and I was holding these days, and we would go back and forth. I mean, the stock was small. I was expecting a 450, 475 targets based on the pattern, under pattern. I like the way this had broken out, and I entered in around here. And this is just grinding higher, and my visionary line is going to show that I would not follow through higher, and we are grinding. And like moving averages, this showed problems. And on the 17th, right around this bar here, I got out around the 175 area. And since then, as you can see, not that I expected them to slide it like this, but it just slid. I just said, you know what? I'm going to go and catch other fish. This should have broken out higher, but there was a reason. This acted very weak, and as you can really see this here in this area. So I just wanted to point out that even when you're bullish something, you have to learn how to abandon ship. Had I not abandoned ship, I'd be losing money now. Even from my entry point, even getting in at as low as 325, thinking this would pop to the 450, 475 area, the stock was profitable, but acted very sluggish. And now, if we get a new signal, we'll be able to buy even cheaper. Again, right? There's a reason to get in, but there really isn't anything happening until the 325, 350 area, right? And again, they could just, they could bring it down here for all we know. And I'm not interested in shorting, nor am I recommending shorting YLD. I'm just explaining how basically you have to learn how to abandon ship, when things don't act right. Because if you want to catch big movers usually keep running large. And I'll give you an example here. I'm going to put up, what's that stock called? Well, anyways, let's take a look at TSLA, right? Now, Tesla Motors had a pattern I mentioned on my stream, and it broke up around. This is a daily chart, but let's bring up my 2 hour chart. And I talked about buying this in the 208 to 209 area, and that was achieved on this day. And as you can see on the 2 hour chart, we just flew higher, right? There was no, until now we're still consolidating this stock. This is, I'm not getting, but the point was we had a nice directional move. And if we go back to YOD, you can see that, and this is a 2 hour bar, by the way. You see that we're lacking this momentum. That we ain't doing anything negative, but it becomes more and more clear in this area. This stock here is waning. It needs to show power and keeps failing. And once it failed over here to attempt to break, see here's the high 397, and then they popped it back down here. This is the bar I had a stop in place. This is the bar I got out about being stopped up for a small profit. And since then, actually from this point, 371, that's $1 drop. That's huge. From the exit. So hope you learned something from this. But again, visionary lines, unlike moving averages, let me put up a moving average chart of the 2 hour chart. They don't show anything. See, there's no resistance. It just looks like it's just on support until it really starts cracking below the moving averages at 352. Where my visionary lines saw a difference over here, and showed so there was a resistance problem. If I go back to my visionary lines now, you see a whole different picture. The prices are not meeting up with the lines. This is just too slow action, and kaboom. I mean, this doesn't matter. This doesn't mean this is going to happen, but the odds aren't in your favor anymore. The stock should have taken off. It did not, and we were able to leave with a good profit instead of a loss. And again, from where I exited, the stock did fall significantly. It's about a good 50% fall. Huge. Thanks for listening. Like the video.